Looks like we got some bad weather coming. Well, alright. What's up everybody and welcome. I'm actually sitting in a brand new 385 Pursuit. This one has triple 300 Yamahas. It even has that brand new electric steering Yamaha has. So a couple episodes ago, I actually took a FLIR camera off of a Formula. I'm going to put it on this boat. So we got to run cable from all the way upstairs all the way to the bottom. So let's get started. Alright, got everything opened up in the back here. Let's check it out real quick. So we got fish boxes in the floor. On the other side, you got batteries. This side actually mirrors that. That's lockable rod storage. It's also the same right there. There's our machinery hatch, and Fisher Panda. There are our field water separators, all of our different equipment we need, strainers, pumps, all that fun stuff. That's also seating. There's a giant fish box in the back that has a cooler in it here. It's pretty awesome. You can control the temperature of this bad boy. And you got a giant bait well on the other side of it. Alright, then behind the mid seats here, you got a little drink storage tray here. Your sink, grill. Down here is more storage. This is pretty cool for all your stuff. This thing has the usual battery switch panel Pursuit uses in most of their boats. Got nice seating around, and then where you drive here, of course you got air conditioning for yourself, stereo, dual Garmin's, the Yamaha. This has the new EX stuff. Dust everywhere, it's brand new. All of our switches are laid out nicely. Go down the stairs here. This thing's nice. It's set up like almost all the Pursuits. A really good, pretty wood. I like this lighting in the tracks, really cool. All the nice cushion work. TV, speakers, AC. Of course it has my favorite bowl sink. So let the fun begin. Let's start pulling some cables. So I have to run 2 RG6 cables. We're going to run a chase wire and leave it in there for the next person. Power and ground. And our network cable here. Alright, so what we have to do is go through this hole here. We're going to go through this channel. There's a pull cable here. It goes down that tube right here. Comes out the other side right here on this rope. So if we go underneath here into our second bedroom, you open this wall up, and from where that tube is, where we see, we have to come in here and come in from over here, come in from over here, come down, and we got to go back up. And when you go up, it brings us to the back of our dash here, which is our tubes right here. That way we can make it to the back of our Garmin's here. So here's our little guy right here. What we're going to do first is plug it all in. Then we'll make sure it works on our screen here before we run all of our cables. Alright, so we got all of our cables hooked up. It looks like a mess. This is just temporary to see if this thing's going to work. Well, you can barely see the speaker, but it's working. This is actually not the right coupler. We got to order the right coupler for it here. This is just temporary to see if it worked. So we're not going to actually mount this guy. We're just going to run our cables through the boat so she's ready for it. Alright, right here I got our wires all taped off. This is all we need here, which is our 2 video cables. We have a pull wire that I'm going to leave in there. That way, this way for next time you can actually reuse it if you need to. This is our network cable. And we have power and ground here we're going to run. Well, so let's see if we can get to the first tube. I keep getting stuck, so I'm going to run this backwards. Alright, so we got our cables run from here to here. Now we just got to attach it to this rope here so that we can get it down this tube. It comes over on this side. So Pursuit gives you this pull wire. That's why I'm going to add this wire to this bundle so that we'll leave this one in there. So I'm going to use this one. Well, that's not going to work, so we're going to have to stagger these connections on this blue line here. Make it as skinny as possible. These are coming. Yeah, these are going down. I already have them in the tube. It's hard for me to try to go back and forth. I can barely fit. I got it to that far, and I'm like, this thing keeps getting hung up, and I either just push and I pull or whatever. Yeah. So I've wrapped it in different. There we go. Part of it. Yeah. Alright, so I got our wires to this spot all the way down. You can see I left us a pull wire for next time since I used the rope from Pursuit. I had to take this air conditioner vent out right here in order to get my hand in here to access this tube right here. And then I had to go over here after I got it through and pull it out. If you notice that, actually I had to use Trent to help me pull and push. That way we can get those wires to that tube. Sometimes you gotta use two people. I tried doing it by myself. It didn't work out too well. Now we gotta go downstairs to get those wires to that second bedroom. Let's see if you can see into the hole here, but I gotta shoot it through that hole, and then we're gonna go downstairs and see if we can find it. Alright, I found it. Up underneath where that air conditioner hose is that I had to take off. So now we gotta feed it all down into the hole here, and then get it up over this shelf. Because up in there, I'll get a flashlight. Up there, where those wires are, you see, that's where the bottom of the dash is. Open up our console here. We're gonna stick our blue cable down here and see if we can find it on the other side. Alright, get back down here. I can see it right away. There it is. Alright, we got her taped together. Now let's see if we can get her up to the top there. Alright, let's see what we got. Stuck on something. Literally just a shelf right here. It's funny. I'll move that over, it'll come right out of there. Alright, so we got our wire ran here all the way through the boat, back to the dash. It's funny how if you go from here to up there, you can't just go straight up, you gotta go all the way through the boat like we did. So I'm waiting for an adapter for this. No, got that. Here's the cable we're going to use. I don't have the RG6 ends I need, but we will hook up power to our fuse block right here. Also label it just like Pursuit does with everything. There we got our power and ground hooked up. I'm not going to put a fuse in it because we're just dead ended at the other side. I'm not going to tie anything up yet either, just because we still got to get parts for this stuff. Alright, I can't go any further with our wire run. We're waiting for some parts before we put that floor on top. But let me show you one more thing real quick. Alright, so this thing right here is a spot trace. It's a GPS tracking device. It's just this little guy right here I'm going to hook to the battery. This will locate your boat no matter what. If it gets stolen, it'll send you alerts, all that good stuff. This boat's well north of 600 grand, so in order to insure it, you have to have one of these on your boat. So what we do is hook it to one of our batteries, and then we hide it in the boat. It does a couple pretty cool things. It'll send you messages if your boat moves. It'll send you messages if your boat floats off the dock. You can also have it send you messages if somebody cuts the power to it or it loses power. It's IP67 water resistant. And you can even set it to detect vibration and send you alerts if the boat vibrates. We end up sticking these in about every boat that we sell just because all of our boats are pretty expensive. With that being said, I can't actually show you where I'm going to put this, but I'm going to go put it in right now. Hope you enjoyed this episode and thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Later. Alright, you ready for it? We got Oscar back.